Hi, this is Joe Wang here with more tips and examples on how to live a fruitful life. Today I'll be talking about fruitfulness in helping others, and how, helping others not only benefits oneself, makes oneself feel more satisfied and overjoyed, but also impacts other people, to possibly do the same. So today I'll be talking about an incident which I saw the other day, and which has impacted me in a change of heart. So the thing is that at Chick-fil-A, where I work, there was this customer. There was this customer, who accompanied his wife and his kid. They were pretty much having a lunch at my store. And the thing was that they already ordered their meal and they were having their good time. But then after they were almost done eating, the dad came over and ordered another meal, like to go order. And I was like, at first I was thought maybe he was buying it for somebody else, that wasn't present for the lunch, because that's something that's really common. A lot of times, I see that people buy something to go. Sometimes, it's for other people, and that's what I thought, that this time was of no exception. But then after we gave him the food, I noticed that he walked out of the door and then gave the food to like a homeless person. And the thing is that incident, it really impacted me, because, it got me to think, how many times did I really, be intentional to help the people around me. What I mean by that is, because the thing about me is, like, a lot of times I'm just so caught up in the daily routines, my daily responsibilities, and all that stuff, so caught up in my busy life that I never notice about the people around me. The people around me, even people there are plenty of times where there are people who, are homeless, people who are needy, begging for money, begging for food. There are so many times when I see those people and I just ignore them and just continue on my way towards my routines. It's just really hard for me to stop and help them. Part of it is that I feel like, I'm too busy, I don't have time, maybe someone else can help. But I also have that feeling of the trust issue. What I mean by that is that I don't know the person, right? If I don't know you, how do I know, what you say, how you present yourself is your true nature? Because I don't want to be like giving something to someone who is greedy, who's just trying to take my money, to dwindle it off, to do whatever they want, to scam me, to say, oh, I'm poor, so then the thing is that I will show pity on the person, and then probably give them like a few $100s, and then they would just go out and spend it on on party, or eating, drinking, or whatever it is, or for things that are not necessarily for whatever they want, and just dwindle it off. Yeah. So the thing is that that's the thing that I'm afraid of, because it's like, dude, I don't know you, so how the hell would I trust every word that you say? But then after this instance, I started coming to this realization that I do my part. It's not important about whether or not I gave it to the right or wrong person. What's most important is my heart. Am I willing to serve? Am I willing to help those in need? Because the thing is that, it's the most important thing is that I do my part to love on the people around me. You know, it's like if you say, you know, like you know, other people, right? Other people, if they lie to me, you know, that's not my problem. You know, I shouldn't be concerned about that, because the thing is that, you know, they have to be responsible for their actions. I'm not responsible. I'm just doing my part to love on them, to love on people who are in need, and should not worry about whether or not I was doing it to the right person or not, you know, because like, and the same thing, you know, and what's even more important, you know, because like as a Christian, you know, you should love on, you know, everyone, right? Love on everyone, and, you know, give it to the least, you know, do it to the least among us. And doing to the least, you know, it includes people who are poor, people who are needy, right? People who are, you know, homeless. Homeless is also one thing. You know, there are people that are less than us. You know, they are less well off. You know, and it's really good, you know, to do my part to help them. You know, help them as much as I can. You know, and show them as that way, you know, even God's love. So yeah, you know, from this lesson, it really motivated me to really, you know, pay attention to the surroundings. You know, if I see people who are in need, you know, just help them. You know, and buying food, I realized that buying food is actually something that's really practical. You know, because it's a practical thing, it's a practical necessity. It makes sure also that the money is put into good use, that it would benefit the person, you know, fruitfully. So yeah, I mean, I highly encourage, even for myself, I highly encourage myself and encourage you all, you know, if you see any of those people in need, you know, don't hesitate to, you know, to help them, you know, and I hope that I can also do that too, in hopes that it can also motivate other people, like how that daddy motivated me to do the same. So yeah, this is all I have for today. If you want to know more tips and examples on how to live a fruitful life, please feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.